So episode 5 of The Boys has dropped, and boy oh boy, what haven't I already said in the other WTF moments, in the other videos that I've done? This show is one of the best shows I've ever watched. Like, you can't deny it. It keeps getting better, crazier, more fleshed out, and come on, this was Jensen Ackles' episode. Like, man. Anyway, you know the drill. I'm here again with some WTF, some of the craziest moments in this episode, 8 of them to be exact, and a couple of bonuses. So without any further delays, let's just jump right into it. Starting off, we have Huey choosing to go with Butcher. This was a very tense moment. We've seen Starlight and Huey have a little bump in their relationship. I mean, it was nothing. Couples argue and, have little fights all the time. But it seems that each episode, it progresses. And in this episode, it just reached the boiling point. Mother's Milk called Starlight, and I think he did it to, let her talk some sense into Huey. And things just didn't go well. Huey told Starlight before that he wasn't going to take the term V again, but he did. And then when she begged Huey to not team up with Soldier Boy, to not go with Butcher, he chose to do that. And to Annie, it feels like he chose them over her. All she wants from Huey is love. And it feels like Huey wants to save her because he doesn't have power. He's always timid, kind of afraid. And Starlight is the one who saves him all the time. Man, this was just a hard scene. Very tense, very emotional. And I just don't know what's going to happen in their relationship. What's going to happen next.
Please don't go.
Next up, we have the musical scene. Oh my god. If you go on Twitter right now, it's hashtag The Boys Musical, and it was amazing. To hear Kimiko speak and sing and dance with Frenchie, it was one of the best things to happen to the boys. One of the best scenes I've seen on TV. It felt like I was watching La La Land meets The Boys. And even though it was all in the head, I know most of us enjoyed this scene. Now, right after that is when Kimiko kisses Frenchie. I know it's part of the same scene, but come on, it deserved its own spot. And I mean, we've been building up to this from season 1 when Frenchie, connected with her. And I know that kiss that he gave her earlier on, I think it was season 2 after her brother died, and that was not the best time, Frenchie, come on. And opening up to season 3, they have become very close. Kimiko has taught him her sign language and they have been able to bond very well. And to see her kiss him finally, because she's now human. She tested it earlier to see if she still had her powers, and she was very happy that she didn't. And I think she felt like a normal girl for once, and she just gave it a try. And I mean, she likes the guy. I think she has feelings for him. So everything worked out. The only part that didn't work out is Frenchie being taken by Nina. I mean, I think I saw that coming. But if Kimiko finds out that this woman has taken her lover, who she has just professed her love in her way to him, I mean, she's gonna be pissed. And if her powers does come back, she'll be sorry to say the least. And now we have Soldier Boy and Crimson Countess scene. Jensen Ackles is such an amazing actor. Like, I don't care what anybody says. And in this scene, he was so vulnerable. He actually really loved Crimson Countess. And all the torture, all the pain that he went through it thinking that, oh, my girl will come and save me, not knowing that this girl never loved him. Instead, he was feared by them and the Payback crew. I understand people pretend to love Homelander, but in reality, they hate him, they fear him. And it's the same with Soldier Boy. And to see him like this vulnerable, when I know that he's a very hardcore guy. When his blast was about to kill her, you can see the look in his eyes, the emptiness, the pain, the love, and frankly, the disbelief at what she told him. And I mean, as I said in the intro, this is a Jensen Ackles episode, and I can't wait for more of him in the coming episodes. Coming up, we have Blue Hawk scene. I mean, this scene was so uncomfortable to watch. Leave it to the boys to bring a real life situation into a show, like they've done it since the beginning of the show. And this was no different. Blue Hawk has been brutalizing black people. He claims he's protecting people and that the blacks are more prone to violence and crime rates are in the black community more. And I mean, we all know how these racists act. And they will talk about, I have a friend who is a black person, I know a black person, hey, I actually went to a restaurant which had a black chef, all that type of bullshit. And then when where one person said Black Lives Matter, he also shouted All Lives Matter. We all know what happened on Twitter and in the movement, and it was not a pretty scene. And to top it off, he actually hurt people, and one of them was A-Train's brother. I don't want to say good riddance because his brother is innocent. His brother is actually a good guy trying to turn him around, but A-Train is just a fucking asshole. He got Supersonic killed, and I don't know whether he's turning a good leaf or a bad leaf, but at the end of the day, I just don't trust the guy, and this scene overall was just borderline crazy. Up next, we have Soulja Boy's torture. When they said in the previous episodes that this guy is unkillable, in the payback flashback, like, he really is unkillable. Like, this guy got shot in the mouth full of bullets, sulfuric acids and radiation, and probably different forms of compounds mixed together were used against him, but it fucking didn't work. And the only way they could subdue him was use certain type of gas to knock him out. For decades, he's been tortured for decades, and it was just a tense, grueling, uncomfortable scene. As we see Mother's Milk also watching, we know he's feeling the pain, the anger from seeing this guy who took away his family. I know we are supposed to hate Jensen Ackles back. I feel like I keep liking him more and more with each scene that he's in. We then move over to Maeve and Butcher having sex. Oh my god. Ooh, damn. I never saw this coming, like never ever in a billion years that Butcher will actually sleep with a freaking soup. And Maeve, I mean, they're all going through it. Maeve is having her pains, her regrets, her own trauma to deal with. And then we have Butcher also going through almost the exact same thing, but with a different circumstance. And the moment I saw them drinking and sit together, I just knew that something was going to happen. But when it did happen, I was surprised all the same. And seeing how Maeve has been taken out by Homelander by using Black Noir, I don't know if Butcher hears of it, he'll go and save Maeve. I don't know if their relationship is that deep though. But it was an interesting, very wild and hot scene, like I must admit. And then finally, we have Butcher and Huey teaming up with Soulja Boy. I mean, Soulja Boy is the soup, the weapon that the Russians have created. They tinkered with him, tortured him, experimented on him, and he's got a certain new type of power that renders your powers useless or unavailable. We yet don't know what is happening to Kimiko, whether her own is temporal or permanent. So Butcher and Huey have now taken that into account, and they are now teaming up with him to take down Homelander. And I know that for a fact, after that, they are going to find a way to kill Soulja Boy. But I can't wait for the team up between these three. The Carbon V is going to finish, the Temp V as they call it, and what is going to happen? They're going to be normals, and where are they going to get some? We are yet to find out, and I can't wait for the next episode. Now that's it for the list, but I've got two bonuses for you guys. And the first one is Seth Rogen's scene. I mean, he made a cameo. He's an executive producer on the show. The same with him being on Invincible and actually starring there as one of the characters, I think Alan. But he made a cameo here and it was just hilarious. Him actually jacking off to Crimson Countess. I think it's some sort of OnlyFans, but actually deeper than that. Overall, it was just a fun scene and weird. And the last one is Soulja Boy in the city and actually burning shit down. Like he was Seth Rollins just rolling it out. So after he escaped from the Russian compound, wherever, he went into the city. He was dazed. He didn't know what the hell was going on. He was like Captain America, basically. And when he heard a certain Russian song, I think it was the exact same song or similar, which was played when he was tortured. So it was some sort of trigger and everything went haywire. He killed how many people? Was it 19 people or so? And man, it was just a horrific scene. Like you can see that this guy is going through it, the trauma, PTSD type of shit. But it was a very intense and it came out of nowhere. Now that's it for the list. This episode had many WTF moments, like that moment between Homelander and Maeve. It was very intense. Now let me know in the comments below what you thought of this episode and what was your favorite scene, at least your top 3. And if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe and turn on that post notification bell not to miss any other video. Now that's it for the video. As always, Nerdy Sage here. See you guys in the next one.